Hi, I'm Hillary Kleck from sensorysun.org, and I'm here today to give parents a brief introduction on the Braille alphabet. As a fellow parent of a child that is a Braille reader, my daughter is completely blind, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to help other parents learn Braille. I believe that's one of the most important things that we can do to be a great advocate and a great example for our children. One of my favorite quotes is give children the opportunity and tools to succeed, and they will. And I think that's one of the most important things we can think about when raising blind or visually impaired children is that, yes, they do need different tools and they do need different ways to learn and different opportunities and more opportunities, I even think. So as we're moving forward, what is Braille? Braille is a system of writing and printing devised by Louis Braille for use by the blind, in which combinations of tangible dots are used to represent letters, characters, etc. that are read by touch. The Braille cell. Every letter of the English alphabet is represented by a unique combination of dots in the Braille cell. The cell is made up of 6 dots formed by 2 columns and 3 rows. Each combination of raised dots is often referred to as its dot configuration for each letter or symbol. And here you see the Braille cell comprised of the 6 dots. It's labeled 1, 2, 3 down, and then the second row 4, 5, 6. So each letter and symbol will be comprised of one cell, and there also, we'll see later, different combinations for period, punctuation marks, symbols for numbers, and etc. So here's the Braille alphabet A to Z, and as you can see, each letter has its own Braille dot configuration, and these are most often referred to in grade 1 or also called uncontracted Braille. So as we start at the top, you can see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J are all made up of the dots combinations of 1, 2, 4, and 5. You don't see any dots 3 or 6s in those first 10 letters. So this would be the basis of learning the other ones if you'd like to go that route in learning. Dot 1 is A, and then we're going to add dot 2 to that to get B. So 1 and 2 is B. And then C, instead of having dot 2, has 1 and 4, D, 1, 4, 5, E, 1 and 5, and so on all the way through J. Now as you see, I is the first letter that actually does not have dot 1 in it, and we'll see that follow through to the other letters as well. Now on the second row, all we do is add dot 3 to the letters right before it. So for A, we add dot 3, so we have 1 and 3 makes K, 1, 2, 3 is L, 1, 3, 4 is M, and so forth all the way to T. And you can see that each letter of the one above it is just added dot 3. As we go down to the third row for the remaining letters of the alphabet, U through Z, you can see we add dot 6 to the ones above it. And if you do take a look at W, W was not in the French alphabet when this was developed, so we kind of had to go back and add our own W, which is dots 2, 4, 5, 6. So it does break up the pattern a little bit, but if you just remember that one exception, then I'm sure you can learn the rest of the rules. On the next slide is just the letters A through Z with the Braille dots that you can see, and as well I put the actual numbers of the Braille dot configuration, and that's just a handy guide when you're memorizing the Braille dots and to go back and just use that as a reference sheet. So here's a few basic words to get you started, just to give some examples. It's cat, dog, fish, lizard, bird, spider, and ant, and I try to use a few different letters. So as you can see, each letter is directly transcribed into the Braille character, and this is what we would call grade 1 Braille or uncontracted Braille. The next, we have to remember that capital letters, there isn't another actual Braille configuration for a capital A or a capital B. What we do is place dot 6 before the letter that is capitalized. So if you see here, Madeline, we have dot 6 and then the M-A-D-I-L-Y-N and so forth. If you look at ABC, so it has all caps, And what we do for there is add 2.6's, dot 6, dot 6, then ABC. If a letter in the middle of a word is capitalized, then just follow the instructions as you would think and place the dot 6 directly before the letter that is capitalized, such as in iPad. We have the lowercase I and then the capital PAD. So moving on to the next slide, this is just a brief introduction as well to punctuation and symbols, some of the most common ones that you would use, say, in a simple book or sentences. The Braille dot configurations for capital that we just saw was dot 6. And the same follows through for comma and other punctuation. Dot 2 is comma, dot 3 is an apostrophe, and a period is 256, question mark 236, and an exclamation point is 235. So as you can tell, these are all fairly similar, so you just want to be sure that you're writing the correct one. And then moving on, Braille Resources. We have a few ideas just for some basic things to get Braille all over your home and in your child's classroom. First, request to borrow a Perkins Brailler from your child's school or vision team that your child can use at school and at home. Another great resource that you can buy online or borrow from other places is the Dino Braille Labeler, and you can use this to make simple labels for word books or objects around your home. It's just a great simple resource that you can use everywhere. And then again, if you're having trouble remembering the entire alphabet, just choose a few letters, say 5, one each day during the week, and learn each of these until you've learned them all. It can be a little overwhelming to just try to tackle the entire alphabet, especially when it's just completely new to a person. So just take the time and try not to get overwhelmed. And most importantly, be an example for your child. Make time to read together each day and give your child the opportunity to find you reading on your own. Another resource that we offer is a Braille app for iPad that's available on the App Store, and you can learn more about it on sensorysun.org. The title of the app is Exploring Braille with Madeline and Ruff, and it teaches your child to read and write the alphabet. It's best used with voiceover on and a refreshable Braille display. If these are new to you, then just visit our website for more information. If you still have questions about Braille or how to give your child the most opportunities, please feel free to contact us anytime. We're available online at sensorysun.org, as well as Facebook and Twitter, and we also have boards on Pinterest that you're welcome to follow. We hope you enjoyed this brief introduction and learned a little something to help get you started to being the best advocate for your child.